that none shall ever again. Alphino is bound for Amity. Well, my friend, it appears we are the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Y'shtola is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. All proceeds smoothly here, and everyone is being moved into position. The moment of truth is nigh. Pleased am I to say that I was able to call upon a sizable contingent from the Crystarium Guard, Captain Lena herself among them. Oh, nice. Not only do they stand watch over civilians, when the time cometh, they too shall pour their magics into the Talos. If the stone is laid out in this manner, the imbuing should begin, yes, here. Runar! Lavenza, it does me well to see you again. When Master Matoya told us of the undertaking, we struggled to comprehend the enormity of it. Nonetheless, we have complete faith in you and yours. All that is within our power, the Knights Blessed will do. And as you can see by the presence of their people, Finau is of the same mind. Ah, good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology, to ensure the integrity of thy design. Alright, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. Ah, but I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness. Or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. It's all the stones of from the people, right? I say, are these not heartstones? They are. The most prized possession of we of the Knights Blessed. and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace. If our Heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you would instruct us how to distribute the Heartstones? And Lavenza, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Almost seemed like a surprised look. It was like, is there something I don't know? We should be honored, Lavenza. Go on and do your imbuing. I'll see to it the stones are put to good use. Full many have placed their hopes in our plan, both those who are here and those who could not be. We must not fail them. Yet again, that which was bequeathed by the departed paveth the way for the living. Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetherite. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you would be so kind. Oh, the jade one. That does sound familiar. Oh, that was the one that we retrieved. The familiar-looking Heartstone appears to glow faintly. That will do. Thank you, Lavenza. If this Heartstone appears familiar, yeah, it is because it belonged to Tadia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to sin-eaters. Right. I've identified the spots on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Golg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. A moment, Urianger. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Yes, he does. Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. What will you say? Don't worry, I'll be fine. I trust you, Urianger. So, what's the plan exactly? I want to see what he says. To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee. In order for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remainest ignorant of its nature until the time it is right. Reminds me of his last little plan with the device in Fordola. Yet, though I may thus keep my counsel, know that I have only thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Like, oh well. I'm told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrant for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? A breath of respite. Chinez is looking not a little anxious. Gah. There's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, in Lavenza? Thank you. I don't see the Exarch. The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's all right. Okay, this is the, if I recall correctly, touching conversation with him. Nope. The Exarch does not appear to be nearby.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Oh, is this also the reveal of the lie from Urianger? No, I think he reveals that later, maybe. You know, their whole plan together. And to get the true story. But yeah, that's not yet, I don't think.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me. leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
I'll settle my matters with the Empire. What I always do, seek out mightier foes. Rest a while. Or just quiet. Well, I don't seek out mightier foes. I'll settle matters with the Empire. I mean, is... like, the answer I would go with is just go wherever I'm needed. I'm kind of tempted to go with the quiet, as if pondering.
Well, you needn't hurry to decide. I was merely curious to know what sort of future lay in store for a hero with her life ahead of her. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
What will you do when this is over? I would know more of you. I'll go with the first one.
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though she deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For she is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should she indulge me with her tales, I would regale her with my own, about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask her about her next adventure. And if she should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
I'm wanting to say that was kind of a... like a dual meaning line. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them, nor those who roused me from my slumber. So we can't fail the people that roused him to a slumber, which I think is one, you know, kind of foreshadowing or whatever of the reveal that he's from our future or whatever. But I think it may also be a meaning of, like, we roused him from his slumber as well. And he doesn't want to fail us. You could see it that way, maybe. Okay, yeah, Amity. There you are. Ah, what a relief. When Dulia told me that the Exarch had disappeared and that you had been a long time finding him, I had feared the worst had happened right before the moment of truth. The Exarch is back, thank the heavens, and it seems the sea breeze did him a world of good. I do hope you managed to get a spot of rest as well. Worry not, my friend. I am much revived for the fresh air, and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Yeah, there it is. I thought so. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source... Well, I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be the cutscene of the Talos and everything. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first to usher the world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as have her comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon her homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Of both of our objectives. I mean, is it just that we're in opposition to them, or is there something more significant to our death? Through Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path. Okay, so just because we're getting in their way. One which will never see man reclaim his true form. "'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late." The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone for the future of Garlemald? Oh dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Here we go. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this First are providing her proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I call you Elidibus? Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos Ye Galvis. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. your secrets or my flesh. I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was the penultimate in story for me. We finished up with Vothri and Innocence and the subsequent cutscene, and obviously next will be Tempest and Amarat, and that's just my favorite part of the story. I know a lot of people are really into 5.3. We'll have to see how I like it as I get into that. But to me, I think just the ending with Emmett struck me the most. So I'm really looking forward to getting into that. But tonight's story was still excellent, and it's only going to get better from here. So if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to come join me live, the link to my Twitch is down below. As I said in the last batch of outros, by the time you see this, I will have finished up with the Final Fantasy story and we'll be on to something else. I'm thinking WoW, kind of see what all the fuss is about. But if not that, it'll be something, maybe more Final Fantasy stuff. There's a bunch of other stuff I'd like to get done, some kind of end game-ish type of stuff. But either way, it should be fun. So again, if you want to join me, link is down below. So anyway, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a good one.